is Carla Delgado. Today I will be speaking to you about abortion. As many of you may know, this topic is very controversial since there is plenty of points of views on this. In the article Pro-Choice Abortion Movement by Mary Harris, she actually converted this into an interview, and one of the interviewees actually stated, when we talk about abortions, we don't necessarily talk about what happens right after the child is born. And people don't tend to speak on that simply because they only look at the fact of women shouldn't do that at all because it is a baby, and that is correct. But the reason why they don't speak on this is because they know that this comes to the conclusion that the mother does not love the baby when that's exactly not true. The mother does, but sometimes she is not mentally stable, financially stable, etc. Whatever her reason is, we should all respect that. Many movements have been made based off this topic, and it has come to the point where people categorize themselves into pro-life or pro-choice. Pro-life means that you think that the baby has the right to be born, and the mother should not have the right to decide whether it should be born or not. When you are pro-choice, that usually means that you believe that the woman should have the right to do what she wants with the body, in other ways as well. I am planning to finish my 2 years here at San Joaquin Delta College. Later, I transfer to UC Merced for my 4 years. Today, I am going to be speaking to you about the problems of pro-life. I as well will be discussing about the cause of pro-life and how it started. And finally, I will be discussing about the possible solution to this and why pro-life and pro-choice as well should end. The problem. As I mentioned in my introduction, the problem is people turning to pro-life and deciding what a woman should do with her body when it's not their body but hers. That's a right. In the article, The Fight Against Abortion is a fight for women's rights. It states that back in the 19th century, many women believed that this was actually true. Aborting a baby wasn't okay, and this actually led on to now, to this century. Women still believe this, and it's actually a stronger belief than it was before. And they believe that if a woman has the right to do what she wants with her body, we're not being equal with everyone. This tells us that women see things differently now, and we're not all equal if a woman has a right, correct? Okay. So now that we have discussed over the problem of pro-life, now I will be discussing about the cause of pro-life and how it started. I know many of you may wonder how this started. According to Why Pro-Life, the Cause for Inclusion, it mentions how men should, of course, be held to their responsibilities as being the father, but women should be prohibited to aborting. And it also goes on about saying how when men should, have that right over the woman, how they should make the decision for them. And as many of you may know, this has been created a law in many states now. So yeah. And how did it start? How did pro-life, pro-choice start? Correct? That may be a question. In the 1970s, Democrats took a stand with pro-choice. They believed that the woman should have the right over the body since it is their body, correct? On the other hand, Ronald Reagan ran a presidential campaign, and he actually won it, and most of the Republicans took the stand with him and turned into pro-life. Now that I have spoken to you about the cause of pro-life and how it started, now I will be speaking to you about the possible solution to pro-life and to pro-choice. The article Abortion Access mentions that women shouldn't be taken away from this right. And the reason of this is because equality should be for everyone. It shouldn't be a choice, correct? And by the state or a person taking away this right from a woman, you're making them unequal from everybody. As well, I quote, men aren't sure how to be abortion rights movement. And this was actually an article, and in this article many men state that they don't know how to have a stand, how to have a say, when of course they can, but many of them want to have a say completely on the woman's body. And many people believe that this is not okay. That yes, you are the biological father and you should have an opinion, of course, but you shouldn't have a statement, a say on the woman's body. Today I have discussed over the problems of pro-life. I have as well discussed the cause of pro-life and how it started. And I have as well discussed a solution to it, which means banning pro-life and pro-choice as well, letting a woman have her right to her body. Many people won't agree to this, but as a human being, a woman should have the right to her body, no matter what the father says, no matter what anyone says. It is their body. Thank you for listening to me, Carla, today.